So as we've seen from the previous videos, PHP scripts will usually execute from the top to the bottom in a linear fashion. However, as developers, we do have a certain amount of control over the process of execution of our scripts. For instance, we can decide whether a certain block of code is executed or not, depending on the results of a condition. Or we can decide whether that block of code is executed multiple times until we get a certain value, or if we just wanted to iterate until we reach a certain number. Let's take a look at the first example. We're going to go over the if command today. The if command is a built-in reserved word in the PHP language that tells the script that, hey, we're going to evaluate a certain condition, which is stored within some following parentheses. And depending whether that condition is true or not, we will execute a block of code stored within some curly braces. So let's take a look. If 5 is greater than 1, we want to print to the screen. So we'll echo, hello world. So let's stop and look at what we just did. We use the if command to evaluate whatever expression is inside of the parentheses. And if it is true, we will execute any code stored within these curly braces. If it is false, this whole block of code will be skipped, which for now is just line 7, and it will start executing code from line 9, which there's nothing there right now, so nothing would be output. So if we save and refresh, we'll get hello world. Because this condition is true, 5 is greater than 1, we will execute whatever code is inside of the curly braces. What if we were to put a false statement in here? So is 5 less than 1? Well, we know factually that that's incorrect, so nothing happens. We don't return a result. That gives us a lot of power when we want to create dynamic content on our website. Let's look at another example. If we create a bar application for our website, we store the name of a customer. We're just going to call it Jacob. And we give that person an age. We'll make them 22 for now. They're legal. If we want to see whether they can order a drink at our bar or not, we could use an if statement. If age is greater than or equal to 21, echo name, so Jacob, you can order a drink. So if we save and run this code, because Jacob's age is greater than 21, we'll execute the code in this statement. Jacob, you can order a drink. But if Jacob was just a little too young, he was 20 years old, didn't quite make the cutoff, if we save and run this, nothing happens. Because Jacob's too young. In our next video, we're going to talk about making a result happen if this conditional does return a false value.